All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Two teams here playing for pride as the final week of the NFL season is underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
On the double. 26 Mike. What we got? What we got? What we got? Hatchet. Hatchet. 80 weapon. Big Griffin.
They'll run on first down. Conway. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Come on, QB, come on.
X3, 218, chopper.
Check. Lucky. 26 Mike. I'm here all day. 26 Mike. 26.
He'll look to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Hey, zoom.
Hey, let's get there. 26 Mike. Watch the pass. 26 Mike.
Hey, wahoo.
26 Mike.
Right here.
26 Mike.
It's our field.
Hey.
It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Hey, Charlie. Now.
They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
26 Mike.
They'll try and throw for it here. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10.
1st and 10.
Ready?
Back to throw now on 1st down. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there at 22.
That's another
Pilot, 64, reach.
First and 10
Go,
at the
go.
31-yard line.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. Silver, Silver. 26 Mike, 26 Mike.
Go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at the 45. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Time to go, night, night. No, it's first.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready, break.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Pull it high.
Check.
Go, cheetah. Get it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
10-2 stop. 5.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
26 Mike. Hey. 26 Mike.
Hey, tight.
Two.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Brandon, their last miss on 3rd down, they actually were able to alleviate it because they picked it up with a 4th down conversion. I don't know that they'd be wise to try and do that again here. To me, you got to punt the ball away.
This offense converted once already in this first quarter. They're going to try it again here on fourth down.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. 26.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 42-yard line.
Hey, Echo.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
26, Mike.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Yannick Ngakoue. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
26, Mike. Hey, I'm coming. 26, Mike. 26, Mike. Go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down.
26, Mike. 26, Mike. Bring it. 26, Mike. 26, Mike. It's a party now. It's a party now. 26, Mike. 26, Mike. I'm coming.
Ready.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Browns drive about to get started. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They run with Breida pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Here I come again. Here I come again. 58, Mike. 58. Get ready.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Kenny Golladay is intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Breida. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
Down. 185.
Tight down. There you go.
Big gap. Number 9.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
On 1st down, here's Breida. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Check 99. Bang, 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 bang.
Express.
Now it's Breida. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Matt Breida with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But
I was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Hey. You got 3. You got 3. 3 down. 3 down.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Hey, Zoo. Yes.
Banjo.
Big River.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he takes this way down, deep into Cleveland territory. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
26 Mike. 26 Mike. Here we go.
They'll drop to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it first and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I'm going to run you over.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Express.
56 at the mic. Let's go defense. Let's go defense.
I won. Later one.
Shit. Watch the ship. Hey, hey. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey. Hey.
Move it down.
Hey, hey. Watch it.
Express.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This is brought in at the 21. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The final two quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a two-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. The tackle by Eric Armstead.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, we're good, we're good. 180.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Space to maneuver at the 40. And all the way up to the 46. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
Down. 180.
56. Here we go. Sponge.
This is Breida. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
They run again with Breida. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here's Cameron Johnston now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Go. Ready?
They'll keep it on the ground. Conway, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll try the left side. Conway, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here.
58 to Mike. Come on.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
At their 48-yard line.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Now a give to Breida. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Right down. Right there, right there. 180. Hey, we're good, we're good. 180. Express.
On the handoff, this is Breida. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. Back now in Pittsburgh as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. Here's Cameron Johnston now. He's been terrific so far. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we've seen drive after drive come up empty for them, and they've yet to dent the scoreboard, yet still right in the middle of a one-score game.
So this is where you absolutely have to forget everything that's happened in your previous drives. They don't matter right now. You just mentioned it. One-score game. This drive here can erase all of what happened previously.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Hey, exit.
And come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some.
Go.
Here.
2nd and 11. It's caught here by Adams. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Kill.
Bam.
They'll try the left side. Conway. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Clark. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Oh, yeah, and here we go again.
Hey!
Jim. Show it.
Hey, stand off. Now.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Clark. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the past, but in this game, How about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Single, single. Single, single.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Go, go. Hey, 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 hey.
26 Mike, 26 Mike.
Check the outs, check the outs, check the outs.
26 Mike, 26.
Ready, ready.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And this Browns defense stands tall.
Turnover on downs.
The Browns drive about to get started. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Check 15, check 15.
Now a give coming right is Breida. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a give running left is Breida. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
Check, check, walk 54, walk 54. Express. Defense, let's go. Check, check.
Breida, he'll draw the right side. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. Whistles and a timeout at the 2:05 mark. So this defense wanting to get one more pause in before the 2-minute warning, and they do just that. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
I got it. Check, check, check. Express.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. But things just got interesting. They tried for the long field goal there to salt this one away. They don't get it. And now a little time for the other guys to mount a late drive.
Well, they thought their kicker would put it through the post and finish this one off. I'm sure they discussed pooch punting it and letting their defense take over. Well, the defense now has to make it stand up but they didn't get the best field position because the ball comes back to the line of scrimmage.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
Set up. 15 line. 15 line.
Hey, go down.
Yeah.
26 Mike. 26 Mike. I got one.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Now, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, box drop, box drop.
26 Mike.
Shoot.
Back to throw. Open man is Galladay, complete. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check 31.
General West. 5.
He'll look to throw. On the right side, open is Gesicki. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. They set the goal beginning of the year. Hey, let's win 7 games. Unfortunately, with this loss, they can't do it.
So now it'll be interesting to see how they respond as a team. Because sometimes when you set goals, if you don't achieve them, you don't care anymore. You let everything else go. I want to see if they're going to continue to fight, scratch, claw, do whatever to try and get as many wins as possible, even if it doesn't reach their stated number.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more NFL. With that, we sign off from Heinz.